Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On The Young and the Restless, Christian LeBlanc's character Michael Baldwin and Susan Walters' character Diane Jenkins Abbott had been close friends for a long time. When Diane stormed into the Genoa City Athletic Club to confront Michael about his relationship with Victor, her husband Jack's enemy, we knew we were going to be treated. Walters added courage and confidence to this episode right away since Diane realized she needed to confront Michael directly in order to gain some answers. LeBlanc is well aware that Michael can play lawyer without actually being in a courtroom. Michael attempted to position Diane by using his legal strategies. They didn't work, which is wonderful news for viewers. In these scenes, LeBlanc and Walters acted out the pasts, alliances, and strengths of their characters. Neither of them intended to win their sequences, but they aimed at making their characters' motivations shine. There was an intense volleying between Diane and Michael. We selected these two charismatic talents as Soap Central's Performers of the Week because of this. At the GCAC, Susan Walters and Christian LeBlanc conducted some intense cross-examination. Diane didn't waste any time in questioning Michael about his involvement in the Victor/Jack fight because old friends don't hold back. Ever the successful lawyer, Michael sidestepped Diane's worries. Susan Walters conveyed to the audience, "Oh, this is typical Michael," through her body language. However, this is what makes the connection between Michael and Diane so lovely, as well as all of the enduring bonds amongst Genoa City's seasoned characters. They are so familiar with one another that they can tell when the other is not being completely truthful. "He didn't carry a real hatchet on him because it would destroy his outfit," Michael joked. "Ha, ha, ha, very funny, Michael," Diane answered. He then proceeded to play the whole attorney-client confidentiality card, but Diane didn't want to listen. She was approaching Michael not as a lawyer but as a friend. We observed how the other actor processed each character's answer after they expressed their feelings. When the lawyer thought he was making progress with Diane, LeBlanc showed us in Michael's eyes. In the opening moments of these scenes, Walters decided to have Diane stand. That was a sign of Diane's power. She would not allow Michael to ease her worries. Diane's ability to drive her line of inquiry during cross-examination is impressive. However, Michael works as a lawyer. Why would she even think he would be doing that? He shot back at Diane. Long ago, LeBlanc discovered that the best protection for his character was for Michael to go on the attack. The actor never fails to remind us that he portrays one of the most astute attorneys we have ever seen in soap operas. Disapproval continued. Although Walters and LeBlanc reduced the volume of their voices, they did not lessen the intensity of the scene. Actors may portray intensity without yelling at one another, as these two gifted veterans are well aware. Michael and Diane came to the conclusion that Jack should never have put his life in danger to save Nikki. By sitting next to Michael at the bar and bringing up the subject of Victor interfering in Kyle and Claire's relationship, Diane toned it down a notch. "It's Victor," said Diane. "He's not going to just sit around and do nothing." Diane was making assumptions, Michael protested. "Michael, I know Victor," stated their former spouse, Mrs. Victor Newman. Walters imparted a knowing history to that line delivery. By adding that she would love to do nothing more than stop that bastard in his tracks, she revealed a new part of herself to us. It was fitting that Walters and LeBlanc's masterful performance of Diane and Michael's duel took place at the Genoa City Athletic Club because it was like seeing a tennis match between two top-tier professionals. Well done. One person may attempt to escape at any point during a situation. They are stopped by the other person in the scene either verbally or violently. That's when Diane caught Michael's arm as he was about to leave. Jack's spouse reaffirmed her position, saying she would stop at nothing to keep her family safe from Victor. "I care about you." Michael shot back, somewhat offended that Diane didn't believe he was interested in her. You are my friend." Michael acknowledged that he had done a lot of Victor, but he did not dispute his loyalty to him. "I think Michael has done more for Victor," Diane added. LeBlanc forced Michael to display a "you have a point there, Diane" expression. He didn't give up, though. Michael claimed that he was stuck between his affection for Diane and his support for Victor. When it came to choosing between the Abbotts and the Newmans, she had the last say by pleading with him to act morally. Walters forced Diane to acknowledge that, indeed, Michael might be going through a difficult time, demonstrating that she does care about her friend, but she persisted. Walters simultaneously played on Diane's strength for her family and her comprehension of Michael's situation. There is more to the Jack/Victor rivalry than just the two dominant characters. These powerful scenarios, performed by two of the most gifted artists of the day, demonstrate how it permeates many other interactions on the painting. Well done, Christian LeBlanc and Susan Walters. According to Tuesday, April 22 spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Billy Abbott becomes embroiled in a dispute while Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott make a daring move. There will be a lot going on across Genoa City since Tessa Porter will also be playing rescuer. It appears that Claire will be prepared to start a new chapter with Kyle on Tuesday's episode. Although Claire has been battling with some anxieties about Victor Newman and his reaction to their living together, she can't let fear hold her back. After Claire gives his proposal of building a home together another look, Kyle ought to feel the same way. Claire was already aware of Victoria Newman's reservations, so Kyle could soon have to deal with them as well. But according to Nikki Newman, Kyle and Claire must live their separate lives, so it seems like they will. On Tuesday's broadcast, Claire and Kyle are likely to finalize their choice to get their own space. Billy can get up in the middle of the animosity that is likely to flare up between Sally Spectra and Phyllis Summers. Now that Daniel Romalotti Jr. has bowed out of Abbott Communications, Billy has been concerned that Phyllis would leave. Billy also implied that Sally and he could work together if Phyllis also resigned. Sally might bring it up to Phyllis on Tuesday's episode, even though she turned down that offer. That would undoubtedly annoy Phyllis and give her an excuse to fight with Sally. Phyllis may also be upset with Sally for disclosing the anti-Aristotle Dumas coalition she attempted to establish. Billy might ask Phyllis about the news as Sally informed him that Phyllis sought her assistance. In any case, Phyllis needs to let Billy know that she still works well with others at Abbott Communications. Phyllis will try to agitate Sally by taking a few punches at her. Daniel is feeling a little lost right now, so Tessa will act as his rescuer in the coffee shop. Daniel will choose a project that could make him feel a little better with Tessa's assistance. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Tessa will obtain updates on Daniel's plan and make some predictions about better days to come. Chelsea suspects Adam's true intentions. Is he playing her again? Jack drops the truth on Diane. Her reaction is JAW dropping. Friday shocker, Adam's secret agenda exposed? Lily corners Audra, and what she learns could destroy Nate. Chelsea confronts Adam. Is his romantic surprise a cover-up? Jack's honest confession stuns Diane. Trouble in paradise? Lily grills Audra. Victor's plot starts to unravel. Chelsea has doubts. Is Adam about to blow it all up again? Jack comes clean about the remodel. Diane wasn't expecting this. Audra under fire. Lily's questions hit too close to home.